I'm going to tell you something that might surprise you. Two of the most common words in everyday English, words you probably use dozens of times a day, are quietly making you sound less confident, less capable, less equal. Not because your English is wrong, but because these two words carry a hidden signal, a signal of hesitation, apology, and self-doubt. Today we name them, we explain them, we replace them. And by the end of this episode, you will hear them everywhere, and you will know exactly what to do instead. Stay with us. Hello and welcome to the Porch English, the podcast that doesn't just help you speak English correctly, but helps you speak English powerfully. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Ryan. And today's episode is one I genuinely wish someone had shared with me years earlier. Because this is not about grammar. It's about presence. It's about the impression your words make on people around you. In professional settings, in social conversations, in everyday life.
The two words we're talking about today are not wrong. They're not grammar mistakes. You won't find them in a list of errors. But they are habit words, filler words, words that creep into your sentences and subtly undermine the message you're trying to send.
And the two words are try and just. Specifically, try to in commitments and requests, and just used as a softener or apology at the start of a statement.
We're going to go deep on both of them. Real workplace examples, real social examples, real email language, and a full conversation at the end where you can hear what powerful English actually sounds like in practice.
Before we begin, please follow or subscribe to the Porch English. New episode every single day. Always free. And your challenge today. Every time you catch yourself about to say try to or just, pause. Rephrase. Notice what changes. Okay, Amanda, let's start with word number one.
Word number one, try. Or more specifically, the phrase try to. On the surface, it seems harmless, honest even. I'll try to get that done. We'll try to be there. It feels polite, realistic, humble.
But here's the problem. When you say, I'll try, the listener hears, I'm not sure I can. I might not deliver. Don't count on me too heavily. It introduces doubt where there doesn't need to be any.
Think about it from the listener's perspective. If someone says, I'll try to finish the proposal by Friday, what do you hear? Maybe yes, maybe no, unclear. But if someone says, I'll finish the proposal by Friday, what do you hear?
Commitment, clarity, confidence. I know what this person is going to do. I can count on it.
Same person, same intention, completely different impact. And the only difference is two words, try to.
This matters especially in professional settings, in emails, in meetings, in client calls. Because in those environments, the person listening is making a judgment about your reliability, about whether they can depend on you. And try to, however well-intentioned, signals uncertainty.
Now, to be clear, there are times when try is genuinely the right word, when something is actually uncertain, when the outcome is not in your control. If there's a real chance you might not be able to do something, say try, be honest. That's integrity, not weakness.
But most of the time, people use try to as a habit, a reflex of caution, even when they fully intend to do the thing. That's what we're targeting today. The habitual, unnecessary try to.
Let's look at this in three contexts: personal, professional, and requests.
Personal context first. I'll try to call you this evening versus I'll call you this evening. One sounds like a maybe. One sounds like a plan. Which one do you want to be?
I'll try to be more organized versus I'll be more organized. The first one already sounds defeated. The second one sounds like a decision.
In professional settings, we'll try to have the report ready by Thursday versus we'll have the report ready by Thursday. One gives your manager doubt. One gives them confidence.
And for requests, could you try to contact the supplier? Versus, could you contact the supplier? The second one has authority. The first sounds unsure whether you even have the right to ask.
The rule is simple. Use try only when the outcome is genuinely uncertain. Remove it when you fully intend to do the thing. Let's go deeper into professional writing, because this is where the try-to habit shows up most clearly. Emails, reports, proposals, messages to colleagues and clients.
When you write to someone professionally, every word you choose sends a signal. And try to, in professional writing, sends a signal that you are not fully committed to your own promise.
Imagine receiving this email. Hi, Sarah. I'll try to review the contract by end of week and try to send you my thoughts. As Sarah, what do you think?
I think this person isn't sure they'll actually do it. I'd better follow up. I can't rely on this.
Now imagine. Hi, Sarah. I'll review the contract by end of week and send you my thoughts. Same email, same person, same action. No try to. What do you think now?
Clear, professional, dependable. I trust this. I don't need to follow up.
That's the power of removing two small words. And it works across every kind of professional message.
In team communications, we'll complete the audit by the 20th is far stronger than we'll try to complete the audit by the 20th. In client emails, I'll have a quote to you by tomorrow is stronger than I'll try to have a quote to you by tomorrow. In follow-up messages, I'll confirm the booking this afternoon is stronger than I'll try to confirm the booking this afternoon.
Drop the try to. State the action. Own the commitment. That's what strong professional communication looks like.
Word number 2, just. And this one is subtler, and in some ways more damaging, because it's so deeply embedded in everyday speech that most people don't even notice they're using it.
I'm just calling to check in. I just wanted to ask a quick question. That's just what I think. I'm just writing to say hello. Sound familiar?
They sound polite, don't they? Friendly, even. But listen more carefully to what just is doing in those sentences. It's shrinking the message. It's putting it in a box and labeling the box. Not that important. Sorry to bother you.
I just wanted to ask a question. Translates emotionally as, I'm sorry for taking your time. This is probably not worth your attention. I'm smaller than you in this moment. And I'm apologizing in advance for the inconvenience of my existence.
That sounds dramatic, but isn't it accurate?
It really is. And I've caught myself doing this constantly, especially in written messages, emails, texts to colleagues. Just following up. Just checking in. Just wanted to say. Each one of those justs is a small step backward, a tiny bow, a micro-apology.
And the thing is, the person you're saying it to doesn't need that apology. Your question is valid. Your call is warranted. Your opinion has value. You don't need to pre-apologize for any of it.
When you remove just, something shifts. You claim your space. You step into the conversation as an equal, not as someone asking for permission. I'm calling to check in sounds like someone who has a reason to call. Someone with something to say.
I wanted to ask you something. Sounds like someone who has a real question. Someone whose thoughts are worth hearing.
The just implies, even I'm not sure this is worth your time. Remove it and you say, this is worth your time, because it is.
Let's go through the most common situations where just weakens you. In personal and social settings, that's just what I think versus that's what I think. One sounds apologetic. One sounds like a confident person sharing a view.
I just wanted to share something with you. Versus, I wanted to share something with you. The just made it sound like an inconvenience. Without it, it's simply a conversation opener. Natural. Equal.
In professional emails, I'm just writing to confirm our meeting on Thursday versus I'm writing to confirm our meeting on Thursday. The second version is clean, direct, and professional.
Just following up on my previous email. Versus, following up on my previous email. Do you have any questions? The second version is both stronger and more useful. It moves the conversation forward.
And on the phone or in person, I'm just calling to see how you're getting on versus I'm calling to see how you're getting on. One sounds like it's interrupting your day. One sounds like a genuine, warm check-in.
The rule: remove just when it's softening a valid point. Keep it only when it genuinely means only or exactly. Like, that's just brilliant. Or, she just arrived.
Now, a really important point. We're not saying these words are always wrong. Both try and just have perfectly good uses. We just want you to be intentional about when you use them.
Try is absolutely right when the outcome is genuinely uncertain. When you're actually not sure if you can do something. When there are real obstacles outside your control. I'll try to get there, but the trains have been unpredictable. That's honest. That's appropriate.
Try is also essential when you're encouraging someone to attempt something new. Try this dish, you might love it. Try speaking a little faster, it might help your fluency. In those contexts, try is the perfect word.
And just, there are many sentences where it works beautifully. It's just one of those days. I just can't believe how fast time has passed. That was just incredible. Here, just means exactly or emphasizes a feeling. Not an apology. Not a bow. Totally fine.
The issue is specifically when just is used to diminish a valid message. When it's attached to a question, a statement of opinion, or an action, and its only job is to make the speaker sound smaller. That's the just we want you to notice and remove.
So the test is this just doing meaningful work in the sentence? Or is it just apologizing for me?
Perfect use of just in that sentence, by the way.
Thank you. I'll try harder next time. No, wait. I'll do better next time.
Let's go through real-life situations across 3 areas: personal life, social conversations, and the workplace. Ryan, you give me the weak version, I'll give the strong version, and we'll talk about why.
Perfect. Personal situation 1. You make a promise to a family member. I'll try to call Mom more often this month.
I'll call Mom more often this month. The difference? The first version lets you off the hook before you've even started. The second version is a commitment you made to yourself. Stronger.
Social situation 1. You're sharing your view in a group conversation. That's just my opinion. Everyone sees it differently.
That's my opinion. Full stop. You don't need to apologize for having a perspective. Everyone else in the room is sharing theirs without pre-apologizing. So are you now.
Professional situation 1. You're asked to present an update at a team meeting. You start with, I just wanted to quickly share some progress on the project.
I want to share an update on the project. Confident, purposeful. You were invited to speak. Own it.
Professional situation 2. Sending an email to a new contact. Hi, Claire. I'm just reaching out to introduce myself. I just wanted to let you know we have some services that might be relevant to you.
Hi, Claire. I'm reaching out to introduce myself. We offer services that may be relevant to your work. Two justs gone. The email is cleaner, more direct, more credible.
Social situation 2. Someone asks for your recommendation. You could try to contact them directly and try to explain your situation.
Contact them directly and explain your situation. The advice is cleaner, stronger. You sound like someone who knows what they're talking about.
And one more. The job application follow-up email. I was just wondering if you'd had a chance to look at my application.
I wanted to check on the status of my application. That version is confident and professional. The original sounds like you're not sure you deserve an answer. You do. Say it like you do.
Amanda, let's talk about why these habits form. Because I think understanding the psychology behind it makes the change feel more meaningful.
Absolutely, and this is something that affects learners across all backgrounds. But research shows it particularly affects people who are raised in cultures or environments where being direct was seen as rude or aggressive, where softening your language was a sign of respect.
And in many cultures, that's genuinely true. Being indirect, adding softeners, making your statements tentative, those are marks of courtesy, not weakness.
Completely, and there's a real tension here. Because in some cultural contexts, hedging language is appropriate and respectful. But in US and UK professional settings, and this is specific to those environments, direct language is the norm. Confidence is expected. Hedging is often read as uncertainty.
So it's not that your instinct is wrong, it's that the code is different here. And once you know the code, you can choose when to use each register. Direct and confident in professional English. Appropriately softened in cultures where that's the expectation.
Code switching, a genuinely useful skill. And today's episode gives you one more tool for that professional register. Drop the habitual try to and the apologetic just.
And here's the most important reframe I want to offer. Being direct in English is not rude. It's professional. Stating your opinion clearly is not arrogant. It's equal. Owning your commitments is not boastful. It's reliable.
You are allowed to take up space in the conversation. Your question is worth asking. Your opinion is worth sharing. Your commitment is worth stating clearly. You do not need to apologize for any of it. Let's hear what powerful communication sounds like in a full, real-life conversation. This is Monday morning. Ryan and I work together. We're catching up before a team meeting. No try to, no apologetic, just. Listen for it.
Morning, Amanda. How did the client call go on Friday?
Really well. They want to move forward. I'll send them the contract by end of today.
Excellent. Do they need a meeting first, or are they ready to sign?
They want a brief call to clarify one point. I'll set that up for tomorrow morning.
Perfect. While you're doing that, I'll reach out to the legal team and confirm their timeline. We need the review completed by Wednesday.
Good. And can you contact Marcus about the onboarding plan? He needs to know the timeline before we finalize anything.
I'll call him this afternoon. What's your thinking on the pricing structure? Are we presenting the standard package or customizing it?
I think we present both options and let them choose. They have specific requirements. Giving them options shows we understand that.
I agree. That's the stronger approach. I'll put together a comparison document before our meeting tomorrow.
Perfect. And send me a draft before you send it to them. I'll review it and come back to you within an hour.
Done. Anything else before the team meeting?
One thing. I want to raise the budget question in the meeting today. It needs addressing before the end of the quarter.
Agreed. Raise it early so we have time to discuss properly. I'll back you up if needed.
And did you notice? Not a single try to. Not a single apologetic just. Every commitment was stated directly. I'll send, I'll set that up, I'll reach out, I'll call, I'll put together, I'll review. Every opinion was stated clearly. I think, I agree, I want. That is what confident English sounds like in the workplace.
Let's do a quick drill. I'll say the weak version. You rewrite it before hearing Amanda's answer. Pause the podcast if you need to.
Ready?
1. I'll try to get back to you by the end of the week.
I'll get back to you by the end of the week.
2. I'm just calling to see if you received my email.
I'm calling to see if you received my email.
3. We'll try to have everything prepared before the deadline.
We'll have everything prepared before the deadline.
4. That's just my suggestion. You don't have to follow it.
That's my suggestion. Take it or leave it.
5. I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page.
I want to make sure we're on the same page.
6. Could you try to send the file before the meeting?
Could you send the file before the meeting?
7. I'll try to be more responsive going forward.
I'll be more responsive going forward.
8. I'm just following up on the proposal we sent last week.
Following up on the proposal we sent last week, do you have any feedback?
9. That's just what I've observed. I could be wrong.
That's what I've observed.
10. I'll try to explain this more clearly.
Let me explain this more clearly.
Did you notice? Every rewrite is shorter, cleaner, and stronger. Removing these words doesn't lose any meaning. It gains confidence. Every single time.
Let's close with the clearest possible summary, because this is one of those lessons where the summary is the whole lesson.
2 words. Try to and just. Both are common. Both feel safe. Both quietly undermine your message.
Try to introduces doubt where there doesn't need to be any. Replace it with a direct commitment. State the action. Own it. Use try only when the outcome is genuinely uncertain.
Just signals apology, hesitation, and self-minimizing. It says, I'm sorry to take your time. Remove it, and your message says instead, I have something to say. I'm saying it. Use just only when it means exactly or only.
The rule is simple. Use these words when they're doing real work. Remove them when they're just habits.
Your challenge. For the next 24 hours, every email you write, every message you send, every conversation you have, catch every try to and every apologetic just. Remove them. Notice how your language feels different. Notice how people respond. And come back and tell us what you noticed. Leave a comment. We read every single one.
Thank you so much for listening to the Porch Light English. Please follow or subscribe wherever you're listening. New episode every single day. Share this with someone whose English could use this upgrade today.
From the Porch Light English, keep the light on. See you tomorrow.
Bye for now.